My name is Christine Henley. I've been in sales and marketing for just over about 22, 23 years, almost 25 years. I do have my undergrad university education in English Literature and Studies. And I also did a diploma program at Humber College for Public Relations and Media Relations. So I've had my hand in media relations and marketing for a very long time. I started out in PR, worked my way into sales and marketing after several years of working in corporate. I do have experience in fundraising. Positions that I've held would be everything from business development to sales, as well as mid front to mid management roles is what I've held, especially in the last 10, 15 years.
How did you find the program? How do you got here?
Oh, that's right. So I found the program through Instagram. So Jet was actually talking about, she was talking specifically to freelancers. So that really resonated with me because I had already gotten my own small business license and was looking to see how I can become competitive in this field of freelancing, in the world of freelancing. And so what I did like about her is, of course, being able to say, you can scale this back, you can scale this up or high or low, depending on what your ambitions or what your goals are. For me, it worked because I do like to have a little bit more of that flexibility. I wanted to be able to work on my own time, whether that means that I go part-time, whether that means I go full-time, depending on the needs of my family, which for me comes, first. And being able to have the opportunity to work anywhere really in the world. I could just pick up my laptop and literally live the laptop lifestyle. So, that was one of the things that I really was really appealed to as part of, being able to invest in this program.
Love it. And what has been the most valuable part of the program for you so far?
I think what's been the most valuable part is, first of all, getting the one-on-one consulting. The coaching sessions have been very good, yourself as well as the other coaching teams, being able to have my questions answered. That was something that was also very valuable to me. I think being able to have the courses, the vault of lessons, and the fact that you guys are always evolving and wanting to keep updated on all of the different programs, I think was something that was really valuable to me as well. I haven't even started that yet, and I'm looking forward to being able to augment what I already know, what I've been able to gain in the last couple of decades in the industry, and what I can sort of improve on, because I think that there's always ways to improve, even for someone who is as seasoned as myself in the industry. So that's what I thought was very valuable for me: the coaching, the coaching team, the courses, the program itself. Being able to do it step by step, and having that help along the way, I thought was very invaluable for me.
That's really nice. And
Mm.
what can you say has been your biggest accomplishment since you joined the program and you had to start balancing everything out?
Yes, yes. Well, first of all, being able to obtain the certification, I was very excited about that. For me, that was an accomplishment. Even for someone my age, we can still learn something new, which I've always been open to. I've always been interested in doing continuing education as someone who, as a manager and someone who's also, mentored other people. I think that's something that I've always enjoyed doing. I think in terms of being able to add more skills as well as knowledge with my existing business, that's the biggest accomplishment really for me, is being able to do that. And then also being able to have a network of, a community that I can go to and that I can, speak to. And I look at this as an ongoing relationship. I look at this as lifelong learning, as I've mentioned before. So it was a real welcome for me to have access to a network of people who are like-minded like myself in the freelancing community. So that was good.
I'm glad to hear that.
Mm.
Because I know, like, I can tell, that you're gonna be part of the community, like an active part of the community.
Mm.
Because the community is always gonna be there. If you think about
Yes.
it, most of the community that we have are not even students anymore. They are freelance
No, I
now.
Yes, I saw that. You know, it was interesting. I saw some people who had said that they had joined the program a couple of years ago or 2.5 years ago or something, and they're off doing their own thing. And I see that it's nice to see that you'll see them pulse in and out with, the different types of platforms and just being able to ask questions or just re-engage again. I really do think that having a community like that in the type of industry that we're in, especially in the world of digital marketing, which is continuously evolving, is a very good thing. You need to have that. You need to have that type of support in order to encourage and provide you with that's to spur you on to continue to give you the confidence to move forward, right, in this career, right? Because freelancing has its up and downs. It does. It has its ups and downs,
Ex-
and to have a support team and to have a community like that can help you provide, the best service to your clients and to your business. That's like invaluable. That's invaluable for someone like myself and for you, for all
Yeah.
of us. Yeah,
I love the community actually because there's always someone willing to help you no matter what. No matter what
absolutely.
type of questions you have, there's always someone. And I love
Yeah,
that. I love that because I've
it's
been doing
nice.
this freelance thing for quite a while now, and I don't have any freelance friends. I only know
No,
like physically here, like I've been trying to get my friends that they hate their 9 to 5 and stuff like that, trying to
yes,
move them into freelancing, and they are just hasn't been like taking actions. And I just love
no,
being part of that community that, we can always reach out and there's always going to be someone there
yeah,
who can help you. And that we all understand what you're going through, and then you can get like motivation and you can learn from
yes.
others' experiences. So that's pretty cool.
Yes, it is very good. And I think for some people, the only one downside is, if you don't invest in yourself, you're not going to get anything out of it, and you have to invest in yourself. That's the thing. So I know for some people, they probably, they may not have the finances to be able to do this right away. But you know what? If they're even able to do, a little bit of this and take away a little bit of it from, whatever they might be learning, I think it would be really valuable for them to see the overall big picture and really invest in it. I think that's really key, you
Yeah,
know?
that was actually going to be my next question.
Oh,
What were your thoughts
yes,
when it came to making the investment to join the program? But
yes.
you just said like you have to invest in yourself.
You do. You do have to invest in yourself. And to be quite honest with you, I'm a big believer of education. I'm a big believer of, and finding the right thing. You have to find the right resources, right? I've always been a big believer of institutional, like so universities, colleges, and being able to get, like even just before I started this during COVID, I was actually getting my certificate at McMaster University for digital marketing. I did my certificate just to upgrade myself, right? And then when I came across the laptop lifestyle marketing, I thought, should I do this? Should I do this? I don't know. And then when I saw Jed, and I know that she came from a background, I think, of business and hospitality. I think that was her undergrad, I think it was, or she worked in the hospitality industry, and I think she was a business undergrad. And then I saw you, all of you guys, you guys were all a bunch of young professional. Most of you guys are women. I know there's also men as well. I was more appealed to the fact that it was like, a group of young, powerful women, who I thought was, I thought that was exciting. I'm a big supporter of women empowerment and being able to, strengthen our skills no matter what age we are. I used to be part of a business networking group. I still am. I'm friends with some people that are still in that group, where we just basically help to empower each other. I think that's an important thing to do, especially in this day and age, because unfortunately, even as freelancers, we don't make as much as some males do. We don't. We don't. Sadly enough, that's what the case is. But having your own business, I think, still gives you the liberty and the freedom to make as much or as little, depending on what your, particular personal circumstances are, right? And at least we can demand what we want to do and still balance out being a wife, being a mother, being a dog mom, being whatever it is that you want to be in life, right? So yeah, I know I have no there everything that Jet and the rest of your team has done, I think is wonderful. And like I said, I would love to continue with this community because that's something that I think a lot of us, especially marketing professionals, really need. You need to have a good community that you can work with and that you can stay with and that can provide you with support, and vice versa. You can support them too, right?
Yeah, for sure. And that's,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, you will have access to the programs, you will have access to the community and all the updates that we have, because this is an ongoing thing. It's not something that you learn and that's it.
Absolutely.
Marketing has, like digital marketing specifically, has changed a lot in the past 5 years, I guess. Because everything was like it was a thing 5 years, 6 years ago, but when we had the lockdowns, everything had to go to digital. If you had a business and you were not online, you were not doing anything. You were
No,
limited because people were not outside.
they
So
were not.
everything has to go to the digital side. So everything changed back then, and there's no way to stop this. Like we have to keep learning because everything will be evolving and we need
That's
to keep
it.
up with the changes. So that's the beauty of having like lifetime access to the program, to the community, so we can keep um like updating our knowledge and our
Yes.
services and getting used to whatever it's coming, because I mean there's not even a way for me to call it, because we don't know what's coming in the next few years.
No.
It's going to be new apps or new social media platforms or new trends. We don't
Mm.
know. There's no way
Yes,
for us
it's
to know,
true.
so we just need to
It's
be
true.
open to learn new things, and I think that's the key. Any
Mhm.
final thoughts that you want to mention about the program? Anything else?
No, I mean, aside from some of the other things that I was mentioning to you, I think the legacy program, I think shouldn't just be just, I know you had also talked to me about that at length, but I think that that would be something that honestly you and Jet and the team should really consider, is that, I think it'd be another revenue or another source of revenue for your team, is being able to take it up a notch with a level of seasoned professionals that maybe be looking for, just tweaks and little things that they would need depending on what their needs are. Because if they've already been in the business for a long time, and now, they may be starting out as a freelancer like myself 4 or 5 years in, but I was doing the freelancing for, on a part-time, very part-time basis during my full-time job. I think I think there's a lot to be said about that as well too. And us more seasoned professionals can also, maybe lend a few pointers as well for you young professional women as well. So it could be a very symbiotic relationship as well. So it's something to think about. I know you guys don't have something like that right now, and I know you're telling me this, and I know it's based on case by case scenario, Tatiana. It depends. I get it. I've been in sales. I know what it's like, and having to be able to solicit the right people for these types of programs, right? But I honestly have, nothing but great things to say about the entire team. If anything, I think just keep on doing what you guys are doing. I think just being able to continue to keep up with some of the current trends that are happening out there, I think is going to probably be an interesting and a really fun adventure to go through with your clientele as well. So yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. Nothing but great things. So I think you guys keep up doing, a good job. I'm sure there's going to be some new things that you guys will also come up to try and keep things, resilient and to continue to keep this program going. But yeah, I think with you and the rest of the team, I think you guys will come up with some great things that I'm looking forward to as someone who's part of your platform. I'll be looking forward to seeing that as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
Mhm.
sharing your experience with us.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you. I appreciate you being able to support me, especially with, considering my personal situation right now. And I look forward to keeping in touch with you.